Good evening. It's Robert Davis back with you after a long break. And I want to take you through a new Delphi programming tutorial. It's a cool project. I'm working on this for a friend of mine who I've done a database application for in Japan, Okinawa to be exact. And so, what she wanted me to do was add to her program the ability to do an incremental search, in her case, based on the present name field in the client database, where you could just type a letter into an edit box and any present name with that letter included anywhere in it will show up in the DB list box. And you can either select from there or type the next letter that you're looking for. So let's just jump in, search project 2. And here we have the search dialog. We have the edit box. We have the DB list box. And we have a select and close button. We have the ADO connection, which connects us to the live database called clients. And we have an ADO query 1 here that gets connected to the ADO connection 1 and the data source 1 for connectivity to the DB list box. So let's go ahead and run this and see how it works. So the issue is you have a field of names in the client table and you want to find a name. I would say possibly hundreds or thousands of records in the table. So for instance I'm going to give you is I'm looking for somebody whose name has an I in it. All 4 records have an I in it. Some have 2. Okay, but not everybody has IZ. I'm looking for Isabella Ishikawa. I type a Z and there she is. And you click on her name and it takes you that record into the edit tab of the main application. And that's going to save her a lot of time. What happens if you type, say, a number? There's no occurrence of numbers. What happens if you say type an X? There's no names with X's in them. But maybe M. Just Maria Smith has an M. Nobody else. And then you have LI. Linda has the only LI. The I is for Linda and Isabella Ishikawa. So that's how it works. And then when you get to that record you're looking for, you click on the name, and when I have the event code wired in, it will take her to that record in the database table, and she can go right to work. So close that, look at the code. I have some commented out that I may use later. I don't know. But in this case, every time there's an edit 1 key up, when we type into that edit 1 text box and we get a key up event, we clear the DB list box 1, and then we set a variable that's unit wide S part, and that trims the edit 1 text. And if that trim S part doesn't equal blank, we keep going in the code. So we close the query 1, clear the SQL, add the SQL as you see here, and it gets a little tricky. It's pretty basic here. Select present name from clients. where present name like, and that's the important operator for the SQL, is like, and then you have to have this quoted string concatenated with percent signs around the S part. And then you open the query and you go to the first record in the query. If it's not the end of file, and the present name isn't blank, you add the item present name text to the DB list box and then go next. And oftentimes next is going to be the end of file, so it'll just fall out and not go any farther. So that's the important part of the SQL, and that's the important part of this whole search routine. It took me a few days to figure this out because of this quoted string stuff. Yeah, it just wouldn't occur to me, what all I had to concatenate. So anyway, let's look at it one more time. I'm going to type P. Nobody has a P. L, Linda and Isabella. T, Maria and me. I, Z. So there you have it. And hope you have fun with this. It's pretty simple to do once you get the SQL part down. And you just use the key up event in the edit one text field. Okay, that's it. Hope you have a good time with it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Good night.